operations should be involved. Okay, operations management means it is a systematic design and the operations management it gives direct and control of the process. Okay, to manufacturing of the product, to manufacturing of any product, we require raw material and we require machinery, and that material is converting into the finished products, that is called as production. To complete the production, there are various types of operations should be involved. The operations are collection of material, and that material is converting into the output by using that material in some process should be involved between material converting into output. Operations management means it is a systematic direction. It is a systematic direction of controlling of a process is called as operations management. Systematic direction. Systematic direction means direction should be given to the production department. The planning will be required before process start. Means how many material is required, they has to plan, and how much material they should manufacture. They should manufacture how much material, how much finished product, how much material is required. That all should be involved in operations. These are all called as various operations. Means the operations management, the systematic direction and the control of the process. Means based on the production only, an organization plan to purchase the raw material, right? Means based on the finished product. Means an organization is manufacturing 100 products. For 100 products, how much material they require? How much material they require? Then only they purchase sufficient material. They are not going to purchase more material. How much material they require based on that. Means how many products they manufacture, based on that they plan for purchasing material, and they plan for recruiting the labor, because the labor means the daily wages employees. They are paying, an organization paying wages to the employees on daily basis. Means based on the finished products, an organization planning to purchase material, an organization planning to recruit the labor. It depends upon the finished product only. Means the operations management means it is a systematic direction. Direction given to the organization to purchase of material, to uh, recruit the labor, and control of the process. Means control of the process means whether according to the objectives that all the operations are performed or not, and that all the means the all the inputs are converting into finished products or finished goods or services for customers or clients. That is called as operations management. And write down the definition for operations management. The operations management means, write down the definition and maintain separate notes for this. Okay. Operations management means it is a systematic design, direct controlling of the process, and that all inputs are converting into outputs. That is called as operations management. Right? Write down the definition. Means if you write the definition, that will be easy for you when you are preparing for an exam. And why operations management as a systematic design and controlling of a process. Why operations management? It is a systematic design and controlling of a process. First, to manufacturing the products. An organization required what? An organization required what to manufacture of any product, or to give, if it means, already yesterday I told you that we have two types of organizations. One is the manufacturing organizations, and another one is service organizations. Manufacturing organizations means they manufacture physical product. Okay, that is manufacturing organizations. Next means product based organizations. Next, service based organizations. Service based organizations means their product is service. Their product is service. There is no, the product is their service. There is no physical product they are selling. Only for the services a customer paying amount to the organization. Can you tell any example for service organizations and product based organizations? Can you tell any example for Can you tell any example for product based organization and service oriented organization? Nikhil, roll number 58. Nikhil, roll number 58. Roll number 1, Alina.
Yeah, ma'am. Service like Google.
So, but we are not paying any amount, right? Okay, that is one example. But service organization which we paid amount. Hospitality.
For cloud services,
Hospital
ma'am.
also service. Cloud services also, because their product is the software or any means Google Meet, Zoom Meet we are using now, right? They are providing services. There is no physical product. Only they are permit services, and for that only we are paying amount. The customer is paying amount, and all the banks, government banks or public banks, means fixed deposits or loans, they are giving. For that we are paying amount. Educational institutions also, there is no physical product. For that the students get graduation. For that only, for classes or for that only we are paying amount. Okay. Next, manufacturing based organizations means all the manufacturing companies. We have all the manufacturing companies. All the manufacturing companies comes under means manufacturing of a product, any product. Example, ITC company. ITC company, they are manufacturing products. All the Ashika products comes under physical products that belongs to ITC company. Means that is the manufacturing of a product. Manufacturing of a product means here, or it is the manufacturing of a product or service organization, product based organization or service based organization. Inputs are required, right? Inputs are required. The inputs are varies from manufacturing organization and service based organization. But the inputs are required for any type of organization. What type of inputs are required if it is a manufacturing company? If it is a manufacturing company, raw material is required. Means to manufacture Coca-Cola company. Example, Coca-Cola company or Ashirwad company. To manufacturing wheat atta, they require some material. They need to collect some wheats from farmers or from other players. Then that will be converted into flour based on some process. Some process. Okay. If it is a service-based organization, example bank. Example bank. In a bank, to provide the service to the customers, to provide service to the customers, they require cashier, they require some uh, cashiers are required, or some other assistance is required, and the systems are required providing online services to the customers. Okay, inputs are required, depends upon the organization, but inputs are required to complete their operations of an organization. The inputs are raw material, the labor, and the equipment, and the capital, and building. Because to providing these are the inputs are required for every type of organization, and these inputs are processed by using machinery, processed by using employees, and processed by using uh, some process means the process should be involved in a machinery system and by using the humans also, because all the machinery should be operated by the employees only. The process should be involved. The inputs are converting in the inputs are processed on machineries and processed on employees, and that will be converting into output. Output means the finished products. The finished products, and the finished products produced to the customers and clients. Customers and clients means it is the operations management is the systematic design and controlling of a process. It depends upon the organization only. It depends upon the organization or any type of an organization. Any type of an organization, inputs are required. That inputs are converting into output is called as operations management, and it depends upon the capacity of production. First of all, an organization, how many products should be manufactured. Based on that only, it should be processed. And if the customer means after finishing the output, after manufacturing the output, that should be distributed into the market. And in that, internal and external customers are there. If the external customers are satisfied, if the external customers are satisfied, then they follow the same process. Then they follow the same process and they continue with the same process. If the external customers are not satisfied with the design or with the quality or with the quantity, anything, if the customers are not satisfied, then an organization or remanufacturing of the product, remanufacturing of the product, remanufacturing of the product, and they again they apply new process and they implemented, they manufacture new product and they distributed new product into the market. It is a systematic design and controlling of a process is called as operations management. Okay, and what is the importance of operations management? Importance of operations management, why it is required. Yesterday I told you that there are different departments exist in an organization. What are the various departments exist in an organization? What are the various departments exist in an organization? Can anyone tell if you have any idea about that?
Marketing,
In
finance,
an organization,
production,
marketing, finance, production department,
HR.
manufacturing department also comes under HR department, research and development department. Nowadays, the research and development department only plays major role in an organization. Why? Because the research and development department duty is collection of information about customer needs and wants. What is the need of the customer? What is the want of the customer? Because nowadays it is a competitive market and heavy competition is exist in the in the market. That is why an organizations are uh, concentrating on concentrating on research and development department to collect the information about the customers feedback. Okay, customers feedback. And in an organization, the various operations done by the various departments, right? The finance department, they concentrating on budget, they concentrating on how to raise the funds and how to use the funds for different types of activities, right? Because um, they have the finance department. It is a this plays major role. The finance department plays a major role in an organization because the capital is required for an every organization to maximize their profits, right? Every organization concentrating on maximize their profits and minimizing their investments. Maximize and minimize. Then only they will be survive in the market. Then only they will become number one in the market. Okay. When means here the HR department asking budget, production department asking budget, and they are submitting letters to the finance department. For their letters, what is the cost exactly incurred to complete their works? They has to concentrating on that and how to they provide money. They provide money and they are giving money to the different departments. The finance department providing money, providing budget to all the departments which are exist in the organization, and every work and every activity and every operation is linked with every operation is linked with money only, right? The capital plays major role in the organization. Every work means recruitment of labor, recruitment of employees, or purchasing of material, or purchasing of the machinery, or to conduct survey by the research and development. Everything is uh, everything is linked with money only. The money plays major role. That is why an organization is an organization. Every activity is every work is linked with the every activity and every work linked with the money. Finance department plays a major role in the organization. Means to complete the financial informations, the operations management is required. Okay, means next importance and towards customers. Towards customers. Here, the customers are the most affected, and the success and failure of the business depends upon the customers only. All the time, an organization providing good products, providing best services to the customers, providing best services and good products to the customers. The objective of operations management is always depends upon customers' preferences and their requirements. Because here the total business affected by customers only. If they're satisfied, they have more sales. If they're not satisfied, then they'll get negative feedback. They lose their goodwill. Goodwill. When an organization performed all the operations correctly and perfectly while manufacturing the product, then they will not get any complaints received from the customers. Towards customers, while manufacturing the product, they provide and they all the operations successfully applied while manufacturing the product. Example, any product. If you take any example or any product, if you if customer purchased any product, if they're satisfied, easily that will be spread. Nowadays, the social media is very fastly, the message and information passed through social media very fastly within a night or within a day, like, okay. That's why here the operations management, all the operations, when they performed perfectly while manufacturing the product, then only they will get the positive feedback, or then only they will receive the positive response from the customers. And exam nowadays the customer forums also, consumer forum course also available to give a complaint, to raise a complaint by the customers. Nowadays means the most of the customers are using internet, and they have availed if they lost, or if they received negative product, or if they received any uh, damaged product, then uh, they will go to the and they will go and complain the raise the complaint in the consumer forums also. That is why means example, if it is a pharmaceutical company, how the product is manufactured, each of the chemical each of the chemical dosage is limited, right? Paracetamol, tablet example means each of the chemical means it should be manufactured by adding different chemicals or different dosage of the chemicals. If any chemical or if any medicine added more, it will be affected to the customers, right? If it is affected to the customers, if it is affected, once the pharmaceutical the medicines are affected to the customers, then they lose their life. That is why while operating any operation, while manufacturing the product, organization should be very carefully. Means once the if they lose their life, we cannot get back. If other will not be given their life to back, right? That's why here the customers are affected because that will be spread easily nowadays by social media. That is why here, whenever an organization providing any type of services to the customers, or the based on need and want of the customers, requirement of the customers, an organization operating their operations while manufacturing the product perfectly. Okay, next towards suppliers. The suppliers means, who are the suppliers for any organization? Those who those who provided raw material for an organization. Those who provide raw material for an organization is called as. Okay, means okay, towards suppliers. The suppliers means those who provide material to the to manufacturing process is required. Okay, uh, means for them, an organizations, the operations towards to the suppliers. Operations, sometimes an organization purchasing the material on credit basis. Sometimes an organization pay the money for the raw material which is purchased by the organization. Okay, means the operations, how the suppliers providing material, that is also one of the operations performed in towards to the suppliers. That is why the operations management is important. Next, towards shareholders. Towards shareholders, towards shareholders. Can anyone tell who called as shareholders? Who called as shareholders? Shareholders means those who called as shareholders.
Ma'am, shareholders are those people who own a certain small part of the company.
Amount. Those who are investing their amount in an organization called as shareholders, right? What are the operations involved? Because for their money, an organization should pay some profits if they invest based on the profits. Based on the profits, an organization should pay some amount to the shareholders, right? Operations means the operations is producing goods and services, and they will pay, means when an organization maximizing the products, minimizing the investment, then only they will pay more returns to the shareholders. If they get more returns when all the operations are performed perfectly, then only an organization pay more returns to the shareholders. The shareholder received once the shareholder receive more returns, then next time again he will invest, again he will invest his amount in the next time. That is the third point, important. Next, the fourth one is towards employees. Employees. For employees, for employees, the employees or those who are working for an organization, those called as an employees. For employees also, the operations to operate, to complete all the operations perfectly, the good working conditions provided by the organization to complete all the works, to complete all the operations successfully in an organization. An organization provide good working conditions. That is why the operations management is important. Next, towards society and towards customers, maximum both are same. Company, individuals, or group society in a large can be impacted by the way of operation managers behave. The how they are providing and manufacturing their products into the market. That is why that will be impacted. And other than this, the marketing operations should be more focused on to develop with the new product idea, to promote the concept, and different they need to talk operations to find out whether it can be produced profitably or not. And did you observe any time every product have one batch number? Every product consists one batch number. Do you know what it means? Batch number means when you purchase any product, each product consists the batch number. Batch number means what, and why they mention the batch number? Why they mention batch number for any product? Why an organization or mentioning The batch number. Why?
To identify the product, I guess.
To identify the product. The batch number means the which batch is manufactured. Means in an organization, the production is manufactured in batch wise. First batch, second batch, or third batch. When the product is not good, when the product is damaged, or when an organization received any complaint because this product is damaged or this product is not good, when an organization received a uh, complaint, then which batch is working in a batch, uh, who are who which employees are working, who are working in that batch, then the organization easily they can identify that information. That is why an organizations are mentioning the batch number, mentioning the batch number, that based on the batch number, who are working in that batch, who are working in that batch, and those who are in which batch, the mistake is by which batch that mistake has was happened, and based on that they'll take action on the employees. Okay. This is about the importance of operations management. uh, Means operations management is employees, important towards employees, towards customers, and towards suppliers, and towards shareholders. Also means all the operations, when an organization operated all the operations perfectly, then the organization will increase their profits. If any operations or operated fail while manufacturing of the product, while manufacturing the product, one process is pending. If one process is pending, then all the further process also should be pending. Then the entire process will be failed on that day. Then uh, the labor cost is waste, the machinery cost is waste, everything will be wasted. That is why here, whenever an organization manufacturing of the product, whenever an organization recruiting any employees, they has to concentrating on all the employees, right? uh, all the business, all the aspects of a business depend upon operations management only. It can plan, and it can direct, and it can encourage the manufacturing of goods and services. And to compete ever changing market, the operations managers need to work efficiently and productively to maximize their profits, to maximize their profits. And the operations management, it influence customer service, product and service quality, and all the methodologies. That all the methodologies means in each department and whole organization have different operations, technological operations, marketing operations. Means all the, when an organization complete all the operations smoothly, then only they will increase, and then only they will survive in the market. Okay. If any company fail any operations, fail to complete any operations, that will cause some losses for the business. Okay. This is about important and definition of operations management. Are you able to follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Are you writing notes, or you want only on soft copy only? Soft copy only you want, or class notes you want? Okay. For theory, I will send soft copy. For problematic part, we will do in the class. Okay. Okay. Please do your
Yes,
attendance.
ma'am.
One,
Present, ma'am.
one, two.
Present, ma'am. One.
One noted. Two. 3,
Present, ma'am.
4, 5,
Present, ma'am.
5, 6,
Five present,
7.
ma'am.
5
Present,
noted.
ma'am.
7, 8,
Present, ma'am.
9,
Present, ma'am.
10,
Present, ma'am.
11,
Present, ma'am.
12, 12, 12 absent. 13,
13 present, ma'am.
14,
Present, ma'am.
15, 16, 17,
17
18,
present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
noted. 18, 19,
18 present.
19 present, ma'am.
18 noted. 20,
Present, ma'am.
20, 21,
Ma'am,
Present, ma'am.
19.
19 noted. 20,
20 present.
21,
Present, ma'am.
20 noted. 21, 22,
21
Present,
present.
ma'am.
23, present. Okay, 24,
24 present, ma'am.
25,
25 present, ma'am.
20, okay, 26,
Present, ma'am.
27,
Present, ma'am.
28, 29,
Present, ma'am.
30, 30 present. Roll number
31 present.
30,
30 is
30, 30.
college. 30 has left the college. 31 present.
Okay, 32, 33, 34, 35,
35 present, ma'am.
36,
Present, ma'am.
36, okay, 37,
Present, ma'am.
38, 38, 39, 40,
Present, ma'am.
41, okay, 40 noted, 41, 42, 43,
43 present, ma'am.
44, okay, 44
44
present,
present, ma'am.
45, 44 noted, 45 noted, 46, 47,
47 present, ma'am.
48, okay, 48, 49, 50,
50 present, ma'am.
47 noted, 50 present.
Yes, ma'am. Present 50.
Okay, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55,
Present, ma'am.
56,
Present, ma'am.
okay, 57. What is the total class strength? 60 now.
64.
54 only. Last number.
64.
64. Okay. 57, 58,
58 present, ma'am.
59. Okay. 59, 60, 61,
Present, ma'am.
62, 62 presenter.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. 64.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
How are you all?
Good, ma'am.
Good, ma'am.
Okay. People are leaving slowly. It's okay, no problem. Right. So after a long time, again we are meeting. So I'm here today to discuss about software engineering subject. I hope you know already that I'm going to have a software engineering subject for this semester for you people.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So just quickly, let me to give orientation on the syllabus. Then we will get into the topic. Okay. Uh, okay. Before going to discuss the syllabus and all other things with you, um, is anybody in the class? Do you have any experience of developing some code or writing code for some applications, or are you working with any apps? Is there any experience, or do you have any knowledge how to develop an application, or anybody is working with mobile apps? No, huh?
We have not prepared the code, but we have used the code, ma'am. Like recently, I have used.
Okay.
So recently,
Used
we have
means?
used in for we have exhibition of in computer science department was conducted.
Yes, yes.
So in that we have took part. We have prepared the IoT, ma'am, the Internet of Things. For that we have prepared the basic model. For that we
Mm-hmm.
have used.
Okay, I think you got consolation prize also, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, anyway, that good to have that as a part of informatic exhib. So why I'm asking this question here today is, maybe if at all you have any experience, or if at all you have any chance to interact or to observe the people, those who are writing an application or developing an application, maybe you would uh, have some idea about how the application development process and all those things. Why what is the need to have that knowledge is because the subject is the same. The subject what we are going to discuss is the same thing. In way of developing a software application, theoretically what to do before writing the code, right? I'm telling you all very clearly, this is the subject which is not meant for writing code. It is completely different. Okay. This is which makes you to understand how to develop the code, how to write an application, how to write the code, right? But writing code or developing an application by writing the code is a different task. It is not comes into the picture of this subject. For example, maybe you people have learned about C programming already. Maybe I hope you already learned about R program. No, R programming. I think next. Did you learn R programming?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
you
Yes,
learned
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
SEC. SEC you learned as R programming, right? Okay. Maybe this semester you're going to learn about web technologies. I think it is already started
And
with
also
the class.
AWS.
Yes, AWS as an SEC paper. So nice papers you have this semester. So all these are one side. Whatever maybe you're learning, that may be AWS, that may be C programming, that may be R programming, that may be WT, developing a web application by using HTML, CSS, or maybe Python, or maybe Java. These are all one side, and software engineering is another side. Okay, in view of developing an application, it is also a part of developing an application, but it is the perspective is different. Okay, if you see about C programming, Java, Python, HTML, CSS, all it is writing code, writing programs and developing applications. But software engineering is not the subject which let us and which doesn't make us to write the to develop application as to write the pure code part only. No, it is overall. It took a place in every aspect of the software development application process. Okay, so this is the foremost thing we need to understand, which is required. Maybe you are dealing with C, maybe you are dealing with Java, maybe you are dealing with R, maybe you are dealing with Python. Software engineering is must and should. It is required, compulsory it is, right? Maybe you are the web developer, maybe you are the data analyst, maybe you are the data scientist, maybe you are some other tech guy. Software engineering is a subject which is required. Okay, that is the importance of this subject. If you follow the steps, or if you follow the phases, different phases of this application development life cycle, then it would be good to success with the development of the applications, right? Right, this is one important thing about the subject. And one more, generally I used to say this point to my students when where I'm teaching this software engineering subject, even for your seniors and super seniors also. I was the teacher who taught this subject. The thing is, uh, generally human psychology is, are you all with me? Am I
Yes,
going
ma'am.
in right way?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, the human psychology is, whenever we are learning something, if it is in practical way, or if it is in some interesting geographical graphical interface or graphical representation, generally we people will learn easily. We will attract towards it and we will learn easily, and it makes us our job to do easily, comparatively with the theoretical part. Am I correct? Am I correct or
Yes,
not?
ma'am.
What I'm trying to say is, it feels easy. We feel easy when we are trying to learn something by practicing, or something by implementing, or something by interacting in graphical mode, instead of learning theoretically. Definitely the first option is the good one, to learn something new, right? So now the thing is, maybe I feel always somewhat sorry to say this, software engineering is a subject which is completely dealt theoretically. No implementation part in real time when we are learning the subject. Suppose you are learning R programming, you learned R programming, you learned C programming, you learned maybe DBMS. So for all this, you people have done practical sessions, right? You are writing a program in C programming, you are writing a program, you are executing it, you are getting output. So that makes you to get some interest to write the next program, or to get the correct output, something like that. But here in software engineering, there is no such concept of writing code and executing the code and getting the output. There is no thing like that. It is completely theoretical subject, right? So there is no execution of programs in software engineering. Only designing part is there. Only designing, we can design few diagrams in software engineering, but not writing code. I know some people will feel very happy when there is no writing code, because somebody may feel difficult to write the code, but always it is easy to learn by implementing, by writing the code, especially these technical subjects. like these programmatical subjects are this. So from my side, one sincere request to you all, please all of you listen. One sincere request to you all is, don't compare my subject or this software engineering subject with other subjects. Maybe you're learning AWS, maybe you're learning WT, maybe you're learning some business mathematics, maybe you're learning some other subject. Please don't compare this subject with any other subject, maybe DBMS, which you already learned, or programming, because the learning style of that subject, the way how you learn that subject is different, and this subject is completely different. And I'm telling you, it may be somewhat getting bored sometimes. Software engineering, because it is all theoretical concepts are there, maybe little time we may get bored when we are seeing all theoretical topics, right? Don't think other way that ma'am is discouraging us. No, I'm speaking the fact, because after a few lessons maybe you feel bored. At that time you may get this point in your mind, yes, ma'am has already told us maybe some theoretical topics, so because of that reason we are getting bored. No, we need to motivate ourselves, and we need to get into the subject, like that you have to. Okay, that's the reason I'm telling this point. So even though you are getting bored about this subject, please don't demotivate, don't discourage yourself. Please try to go along with me and implement the activities what I'm going to give you. Okay. Actually, I'm also not that much interest to take this subject, because students may feel somewhat bored to learn this subject. That's the reason I'm not interested, but forcefully, or no other alternative, no other option, that's the reason I came to uh, handle this subject. Okay. Right. Anyway, this is one thing, one fact I wanted to tell you. So please prepare your mindset. Okay. And second, very interesting point is the different. This is a subject where I can implement many activities instead of going because it is making us to feel somewhat bored. I'm planning to implement more activities, so people can get into the subject if I implement in activities, right? So in view of implementing activities, what I planned is, I wanted to divide the class into some groups. Okay. I hope, as per my knowledge, total class strength is 63. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Right. 63 means 8 8 teams. I wanted to divide the class into 8 teams. Okay. Each team will contain 8 members. All 63 members are continuing, or anybody in the middle have taken TC or not, discontinuing or not coming?
Ma'am, in that 63, two members will not come daily, ma'am.
Oh, but they are continuing their graduation,
They're
right?
they're not attending the classes also, ma'am.
Okay. May I know those roll numbers?
Uh, 32 and I think so 8. I think so, ma'am.
Okay, 32 and 8. Okay. Anyway, it's okay. No problem. So we are going to have 8 teams. Each team will contain 8 members, right? Is that okay for you to have these 8 teams?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Okay. Now, the second thing is, in view of this activity implementation, first point, what I told you is, I need to divide the class into 8 teams. Then I need 8 team leaders. Each team will have a team leader. So I need 8 team leaders. I'm giving open option to you. Whoever is interested to be as a team leader, please type your roll number and name in the chat box. If at all you are not interested, also it's okay. I will select. If I don't get 8 members, I will select 8 team leaders. I will choose myself. I'll pick 8 students. If at all you are interested voluntarily, if you are coming forward, please type your roll number and name in the chat box to act as a team leader throughout the semester. I'm going to give you the activities, different activities in teams. Okay, very good. I got responses. 3 responses: Anamika, Hussein, Karnakar, Vinay. Okay, the people who are having, I mean, I'm having in my mind exactly are appearing on the screen. And I'm missing few. The names which I'm expecting missing here. Few more names. Only 4. Remaining, why all this headache process, Ray? We should be quiet in the team member. Huh? Is that the mindset you have? It's okay. It's up to you. I'm not forcing you. But if at all you're coming forward, it will be good. Okay, right. I am getting 4 members: Vinay, Hussein, Karunakar, and Anamika. Right. Mm, Alina, are you interested? Alina, are you there? Or only your device?
Ma'am, I'm having some connectivity problem. I'll rejoin once.
Okay. Let me go with because I need to finalize this today itself. Rafi,
Yes, ma'am.
are you?
Okay, ma'am.
Will you be as a team leader?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then Vivek. Vivek.
Yes, ma'am.
2 Viveks are there, right, in this class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
One
ma'am.
is me, and another one is Vivek Reddy, ma'am.
Okay. Vivek, are you interested? Roll number 24, Vivek.
Um, yes, ma'am.
There is no force. It is up to you. If you are comfortable, then only it's okay. Otherwise, I'll choose somebody else.
Yeah,
Just
it's
I'm
okay.
asking. As per my knowledge, I'm asking. Okay. Monica,
Yes, ma'am.
Monica will be in my group, ma'am.
who?
Monica.
Already you decided with the team member also.
Yeah, how many members?
8 members,
8
Ah,
members.
including team
Are,
leader.
ma'am, are we going to decide the members or you will
No,
be giving the
I'm
members?
I'm I'm going to decide. I'm going to decide the team members.
Okay, ma'am.
But option is there. You propose the team members to whom you want to have in your team. You just propose the numbers to me in Google Classroom. Okay, one more thing. Have you all, as a part of Google Classroom, which I shared the code already?
Yes, ma'am, I'll join.
Yes,
Did,
ma'am.
okay. Others, did you join in the Google Classroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, please do join if somebody is missing. And I'm requesting the students who have given their names as willing to be as a team leader. Anamika,
Yes, ma'am.
you please propose 7 students' names in the Google Classroom. Post it in the
Yes,
Google Classroom. Okay,
I'll do it.
right. And likewise, Karunakar, you also propose the other 7 members to whom you are wanted to take into your team.
Yes, ma'am.
Even Hussein also, you also do like that, Hussein.
Okay, ma'am.
And Vinay,
Yeah, right now, ma'am, or Google Classroom?
Google Classroom, not here.
Sure, done.
You can take some time. By evening, you can post.
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Monica, if you are interested to be as a team leader, you can also propose the team members. And
Okay,
please,
ma'am.
I'm requesting all the team leaders to whom I'm speaking now, team leaders, please don't go for the same student to be a part of different teams, multiple teams. Okay. And my idea of having, one second, my laptop is, okay, right, no problem. My idea of making this team and what idea behind this team members combination is, it should be combination of all: average student, below average student, above average student. Everybody should be there in the team. It is not only below average student or it is not only above average student. It should be the combination. Okay. right? But only the thing why I'm giving chance to you is, maybe if at all you people have your I mean, better understanding people in one team may do the activities very actively. Team may implement the activities very quickly and nicely. That is only my expectation. That's the reason I'm giving option to you to propose the team members. Okay. So Monica, if at all you are interested, you also propose. So 4 plus 1,
Yes, ma'am.
Monica 5, then Rafi 6. I need 2 more members. Still anybody interested? Yamini? Yamini, I'm okay. Okay, let me go through once again. Then I'll propose my side. I'll post in the Google Classroom maybe by tomorrow evening or day after tomorrow. Okay, I'll finalize. So this is the thing I need to plan. 1 second, just a minute, please. Um, so implementation of all these activities of the subject, software engineering, will be happening by these teams only. And I'm telling you one more very very important thing, why I'm doing all these teams, what activities I'm doing, all these things. Whatever the activities you are learning in these teams definitely will help you to do your academic project in final year easily, right? In final year, again, I think you know already, maybe you have information that in final year you need to implement one academic project. Do you know this?
Yes, ma'am.
It is 100 marks paper again, like other subjects you have project is also one in third year. So to implement that project, you need to implement all these concepts whatever you are learning in this teams, whatever the activities you are going to do. Here we are going to do in terms of teams, but there in a project you are going to do on your own, right? Each one student has to implement one project compulsory. Each student has to submit one project. So to implement that project, software engineering is the major subject where you are using most of the concepts for your project implementation. Coding, for coding purpose, it is your wish. You can choose Java, Python, or some other language to implement your project, maybe web technologies, whatever it is. But whatever may be the project, for example, a few students have chosen maybe third year, right now current third year IT, we are only dealing with the projects. I am and myself and Sandeep sir coordinators for them. So some of them are doing interested to do the project in Java. Some of them are interested to do the project in web application. Some of them are doing interested projects in data analytics. Some of them are doing projects in um, Java based, this one Android based applications. Whatever may be the application, that may be Android application, that may be Java based application, that may be Python, that may be web application, that may be desktop application. Software engineering is the subject which is compulsory to implement in project, right? All these activities, that is the importance of the subject. So each and every activity what we are going to do is very much important and which is compulsory in your project, right? But the thing is, here you are learning in group, but there you need to implement. You alone you have to submit your project. It is not a group or team activity in a project. So I'm requesting each one of you to follow actively, to participate actively in all these activities implementation in teams. Okay, right. Then other thing is, maybe sometimes I wanted to give you case studies in this activities of the group. I wanted to give you case studies. So be ready, prepare your mindset to have all these things in this semester. You should may go through with the case study, you may go through with the activities, something collecting inputs from the customer, what kind of application they need. So maybe different kind of activities we are going to do. So get ready with yourself. Okay. So this is one part of the thing I wanted to share with you, right? If at all anybody of the class is not interested to be as a part of the group, then please let me know. I'll tell you some other idea. I don't want to be in a team. I want to do on my own, alone. If at all you have something idea like that, yes, it is always welcome. You please let me know. I'll tell you what to do, how to do, when to do. Okay. As of now, is there anyone having idea to work on your own, not in a team? Is there anyone? Okay, fine. Right. One more question. Is there anyone who already having idea about what kind of project you are going to do in your final year? Maybe some of you are doing already have some idea about some programming languages and some projects. If at all you have any thought in your mind to implement that idea as a project in final year, please let me know. I'll help you out to implement that as a project in your final year, because it is the right time to start. If you are going to implement your idea of doing a project in final year, it is the time where you can begin it, where you can start writing, developing different activities. Is there anyone who is having idea or thought of implementing some different projects?
Ma'am, I already discussed this thing with you, like in the first semester, I guess, like when we were, no, second semester, about
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, like I'm Vinay from BBIT.
You're a member of IIC, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so that day I also, shared the idea with you and the concept. You told me you can implement this in the third year for the project thing and all.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, same thing. I'll discuss with you personally, ma'am. I'll call you.
Sure. So, if at all you are having such kind of idea, it is better to start now onwards.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to develop the complete application in this semester itself. At least you give the initiation in this semester. It is easy for you to submit your project successfully in the final year. Okay, Vinay is one I have in my hand to implement that project. And anybody else? No one? Okay, I'm giving you time. Maybe it is not that much easy to decide now itself and let me know. I'm not forcing you to tell me now itself. I'm giving you 2 days time. Okay, you can take time, you can get suggestions from your family members, elders, seniors, or whoever you can, friends. You discuss, even if two members are also wanted to work with a simple application. One minute. Okay, sorry. So if at all two members together wanted to implement, okay, for this semester you can implement as 2 members, but final year it is compulsory individually. So if at all you have any idea, you can discuss, take 2 days of time and let me know on Thursday or Friday. Is that okay?
Okay,
If somebody is having interest. Okay. Modi ji, I think you also discussed something in the first semester. I think you are working with some application, right? Dhruv.
I was, ma'am, but it was not that good. So it was not that good of an idea. So I dropped.
You yourself confirming it is not that good?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. I actually consulted with the 2, 3 people who are actually in that business and have developed much better apps than me. They were
Mm-hmm.
like, it won't work out in the long term. So it is better that you don't invest time right now.
Okay. Is it not suitable for academic project?
Actually, ma'am, it was deleted, so I don't have anything
Mm-hmm.
on it right now.
Okay, right. Okay, guys, all of you, please think about it. Take some time. I know few students are there. They can definitely come up with their idea, because I have trust on you. I can estimate your talent, as I have some experience with you guys in dealing with the subject. Okay, so please come up, motivate yourself, discuss, have some idea, and let me know. We'll implement. Okay. And one more point also I wanted to stress out here. Suppose if your idea is so good, implementing in academic project, and if it is unique, if it is so good, if it is unique, and maybe some ideas, eco-friendly projects, or some different projects, and definitely it may it if you implement and take it as a serious project, we will, from college side, we will take initiation to get the IPR. You know what is IPR? I'm typing that word in the chat box. IPR.
Intellectual property rights, ma'am.
Very good, Vivek. It's 43, Vivek. Yes, it is intellectual property rights. Means that project is being designed by you, developed by you, and it is unique. It is having some features which are helpful to the society. So you can get the property rights on that. Something like patents. We are speaking patents nowadays, right? So like that, for that application, you can get the patents. And what is the benefit of getting patents is, maybe if your application is so good, you can launch and you can earn money also. You can sell that application to others whom it is required. Okay. So like that, you can do marketing also. So we are there to help you out if the people are really having enthusiasm and having idea and zeal in developing some applications, mobile applications or desktop applications, or some project, some software project, maybe entrepreneurship also, right? For your, suppose you have thought in your mind to have your own entrepreneurship, your own business. So why don't you develop an application for your own business? For example, maybe you're running a shop, right? Last but 1 year, one student was having his own business, that is recycling of plastic. Recycling of plastic. They'll recycle the plastic into different products and they can sell that product. So he was the one who designed a project, academic project, who has done academic project for his own business, online business. So it was the good project actually. So like that, you people also, if you have your own business or you want to go into entrepreneurship, then you can develop an application for your business or entrepreneurship and you can implement it. So it's a good idea to implement as an academic project also, right? Isn't it? Is it a good idea or not? What do you think? Okay, no one is responding, so let me continue. So once again, I'm telling, if somebody is interested to develop an application, that may be mobile application, you can use Android environment, or maybe any apps which related to iOS, Android, whatever it is, you can take the initiation this semester itself, and to get into the market and to get IPR, entrepreneurship way help, whatever you want, we will do it. We'll provide that help from college side. Okay, keep in mind. Right. So as of now, I got only Vinay into my hand. Vinay's idea into my hand to implement as a project. Okay, right. So this is something about which I wanted to share through this subject. And the next one, let me briefly orient you about the syllabus. Okay. So what kind of topics we have for this subject? Let me share my screen. Are you all with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. I think you received the syllabus copy already. And did you receive the almanac? Please go through with the almanac syllabus copy and make your semester plan. What kind of activities at what time, how can implement, how much time you need to spend for each subject, all these things you can decide by following that almanac and this syllabus copy and the timetable, all this basic required things in the beginning of the semester. And I shared this syllabus copy already in the Google Classroom, software engineering Google Classroom. I shared it. It contains all the subjects. In that you can go with this software engineering subject, which is in last pages, I think. Yes, here it is. So as you're seeing on the screen, again, assessment of the paper. It is 100 marks paper, as you know already in your first year. 40 marks are internal assessment, 60 marks for external assessment, and 40 marks assessment. Sorry, 40 marks assessment, you know, right? 30 plus 10. 30 internal examination, 10 marks SBT. So as we already done the same plan in semester 1 for EIT subject, I hope you guys remembered how we did it in semester 1. Maybe I can implement same plan, such kind of plan here, doing this 3 internals. Internal 1, internal 2 are theory. Internal 3 is practical. Please do remember, internal 1 and internal 2 are theory. Internal 3 is practical. Maybe you can raise a question, ma'am. Just now you are telling that there is no practical things in this software engineering subject. Then what do we do in practical? Yes, we do have some practical things. I'll let you know. Okay. So internal 1, 2 theory, 3 is practical, and this average of these 3 internals, that is 30. Then 10 marks SBT. I may give you 2 SBTs, SBT1 and SBT2. And what this SBT means for this subject is, just now I was telling, I'm going to divide you into groups, right? Whatever the activities you are doing in the group, maybe I can grade you accordingly. That is itself, it is all those activities itself, it is I can consider as SBT. One SBT, and another SBT I may give you one more separate one, that may be some different kind of case study or online quiz or something. We'll plan it for the second SBT. First SBT is damn sure it is your group activities. Okay. Then coming to course objectives and course outcomes, as you are seeing on the screen, maybe you can understand easily what you can get in this subject. So what is the objective of this subject? Why do we learn this subject is this mentioned in this COs, course of outcomes. 5 outcomes are there. So you just give a reading when you are having some time. Okay. Then coming to the syllabus, unit 5 units we have. Unit 1. Unit 1 is completely fundamentals. We are going to learn what exactly the software and what are the characteristics of software, applications of software, then process models. Different process models are there, something like waterfall model, V model, then spiral model, win-win spiral model, RAD model. Different software development process models are there. So we are going through with those models, right? So this is the first unit, and the second unit is management, project management concepts. How can we manage a project for an organization? Suppose you are the project manager in a software development company. Suppose you are the project manager. How can you manage the project? What are the basic required concepts, right? That is, we have project management spectrum. In that project management spectrum, we have four kind of P's. 4 P's. We can simply call it as 4 P's: people, product, process, and project. These are the 4 P's. And planning, what kind of planning we do have? Actually, in way of developing a software application, we do follow some phases, right? Planning, analysis, design, coding, implementation, testing, maintenance. So these are the sequence of steps or phases we need to follow in way of developing a software application. So these phases we are going to learn one by one in these units, starting with the planning in second unit. Planning in second unit. Planning objectives. What are the objectives before going to implement a project? First, we should plan for it. And while doing a planning of a project development, what are the objective? What is the scope of that software? And what resources we required, right? And what is the project estimation, cost and time and cost estimation? How much time it will take to develop this project or this software? How much cost may be? How much budget may be, right? So these things we need to learn in second unit, project management concepts. And second one, as I was telling, the sequence of steps. First thing is planning. Second one is analysis. So analysis, what exactly is analysis and what are the principles of analysis? We have so many principles to do analysis. So theoretically, what are all the principles? Then how can we implement these principles? So to implement analysis principles, we do have generally meetings with the customer. As a software development company, the company should sit with the customer to whom the application is required. So they'll sit together and they'll discuss about the requirements and requirement analysis, and they'll have some meetings, series of meetings. Then finally they can come up with a document, right? That is called SRS, Software Requirement Specification Document. So once this document is being done, it will be handed over to the next team, that is design team. Design concepts and principles, that is fourth unit. Here we are going to learn, right? What are all the design principles? How to implement the designing of an application? Maybe low level design, high level design, both we have. In low level design, we will go with the modularity. How many modules you have in your application? How many subparts? Module means subparts. Then architecture, then hierarchy, level of hierarchy. Then in high level designing, maybe we have fundamental documents, something like this one, data flow diagrams, right? Use case diagrams, class diagrams. We need to design all these diagrams in design part. Something like how you can go with a blueprint before constructing a building. So like that, here also, before going to develop an application, we need to design some diagrams. So those diagrams comes as a part of this design. That is fourth unit. Then again in fifth unit, we are in view of developing an application. I was telling planning, analysis, design, coding. But coding, we are not going to learn anything here. Please do remember, planning we are learning in second unit, analysis we are learning in third unit, design we are learning in fourth unit. But coding is the next step we are not going to learn, because coding is completely different. As I was telling you in the beginning of this class, coding, you can use either Java, C, C++, Python, Perl, HTML, CSS, whatever it is completely different, right? So that's the reason we are skipping that step here in the syllabus. Then after coding, we need to test the application, whether the application is working correct or not, as per the user requirement or not. So the testing fundamentals we are going to learn in unit 5. Then once test has been done, if the application is good, then it will be released into the market, right? Officially will be released into the market. After releasing into the market, we have still one more phase, that is maintenance, right? Maybe you people are getting some customer care calls. Why all this? Because it is part of maintenance. Okay, so like that, here also, for how do we maintain the application even after releasing into the market? And in that, what are all the risks? How can we face what is a risk? Then identification of the risk, then how to project the risk, how to refine the risk, mitigation. All these concepts we are going to have in unit 5. Okay, so this is the bifurcation of the topic of software engineering into 5 units, right? And in part of lab, as you are seeing on the screen here where my cursor is moving, what we are going to implement as a part of lab is we are going to use mm, design some diagrams, that is use case diagram, DFD diagrams, ER diagrams, class diagrams. All these kind of diagrams we are going to design. There is no kind of writing program and executing program getting output. No, it is different. Only designing a diagram. Okay, only designing a diagram is a part of a lab, and developing a SRS document. we are going to take a sample application, sample project. And for that project, we need to assume ourselves as a customer and we need to design a SRS document. So these are the activities which comes under the lab practical session, right? And I'm telling you, system is not required for us to implement practical sessions. These are all just your brain is enough. Okay, you can put in a paper also, but still software is available to design all these diagrams. You can make use of that software, and it is maybe you can use rational rows. Have you ever heard about this software?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Let me type it in the chat box. The software name is Rational Rows. Rational Rows is the software you can install. I think it is open source only. So we can even so many other software are also available, but Rational Rows is the correct one, which we can implement many diagrams. UML. Actually, this is the language where we can implement all these diagrams. Unified UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. By using this UML, you can implement all these diagrams, but UML is again a big subject. It is. We are not going to learn anything about UML. It is object-based, object-oriented designing methodology. But for implementing UML diagrams, we can use Rational Row software. Right? By using Rational Row software, we can design. Even online also, we can design all these diagrams without installing. So this is the practical part. Okay. Any doubts? Anything else is required?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. As of today, as it is the first class, just it is introduction, orientation of the syllabus, and the semester plan for this subject. So if anything you wanted to share with me, please feel free to share. I think most of you are having my mail ID or mobile number to ping me, or you can share in the Google Classroom also, if at all anything you wanted to convey to me. Okay, right. So quickly, all of you type your roll numbers in the chat box for attendance. And Rafi, you're only Ciara, Alina and Rafi, same, continuing.
No, ma'am, they are not continuing, ma'am. Ashraf, AVS Vivek, and Karunakar, and Shiba are the new CRs.
Oh, so okay. So Vivek,
Yes, ma'am.
please will you post me these numbers who present today for the class?
Yeah, ma'am, sure.
35 members are there in the class, I think. They're typing their numbers on the chat box. So please collect those numbers and just give me a message. Day after tomorrow onwards, I'll only take attendance.
Yes, ma'am, sure, no problem, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
ma'am.
और एक क्लास है क्या?
ये last है.
No, it is
Last
the
class.
last class.